with him is his Sheltie Easy. Welcome, Jerry. Nice to have you on the show today.
Hi, Pat.
So this you find out that he had these herding instincts.
It was part of AKC's division called Herding Group. So that kind of set me off going to shows asking the show secretaries, where's the herding? Mm-hmm. Well, of course, there wasn't any. They didn't have a program at that time, so they really gave me some questioning looks. They were really surprised by the question. Well, anyway, coming as a puppy, he was given to me as from a girlfriend as a Christmas present and as a companion. Mm-hmm. So I'd take him everywhere with me, and being in construction, we did quite a bit of traveling. Well, Easy would be sitting there just watching the scenery, just as good as you please, and then all of a sudden he'd attack my car window. Well, that was really confusing to me. So I began to try to figure out what it was that was making this dog behave that way. And after a few occasions of that, the only thing I could see was the fact that there were some cattle grazing along the roadside. Well, that seemed to go with herding, so I decided to pull over the side of the road and try this out. Yeah. So I put my little puppy on leash, opened the car door, walked him around to the fence, and we have all these range cattle scattered over this pasture. And he looks them up one side and down the other, and he gives a couple of well-placed barks. Well, that surprised me, because as you can tell, he's not a barky dog. Mm-hmm. And the cattle came together. Well, wow, that was something. So I stood there a while longer, and Easy barked again, a little different tone to it, and the cattle lined up. Well, I went, whoa, what else can you do? A couple more barks, and all the cattle came to the fence line. Well, I took my puppy and said, thank you very much, let's get out of here, because here comes the cows. So I thought that was magic. I really did. It really, I was standing there, it happened, you know, just...
And he was telling you that, hey, there's more to me than just a pretty face, is what he was saying, right?
Right. What worked in that for the both of them is Easy, being a herding dog, was just feeling his natural instincts. And that's how he was able to bark in such a way that the cattle's herding instinct worked off of his barks. Uh-huh. So the cattle did their herding instinct, and he used his herding instinct, and all the players went right into line. So I was going, whoa.
So the cattle also have their part in this. They have it in their genes that they will recognize the instructions from a dog, too.
Uh-huh. Because they have their natural defenses born in them, passed on through their generations from when they used to be hunted by coyotes and wolves, and there's certain behaviors that they do to protect their herd and their young. So it just really played off one another, just amazing. Well, I figured that could have been a fluke. So later on we turned around and tried this again. But this time I let him off leash. Well, I never thought this 3-month-old puppy would take off from me. Well, he sure did. The cows were going down a fire road. He took off, stopped them, brought him back to the fence, and stood there just as proud as you please, just saying, look what I did. Well, I went, sure. What am I going to do with these cows? So the cows turned around and they left. And I was petting him and said, okay, good boy, this is really freaky. Because I did not know anything about herding. Well, the cows took and went under this large oak tree. Now, if I could make a cartoon of this, that's exactly what I would do. Because he decided that wasn't proper, that they needed to be over here by Dad. He took off and went under this tree. And that whole tree shook, just as if it was done for a cartoon. And out comes flying my puppy. Oh my God, what have I done? And he come bouncing through the grass.
They kicked him?
I don't know what happened. He couldn't see because it draped all the way down to the ground. But he saw that I was still standing there, and it was just like he pulled up his pants. Pulls up his pants, and he takes off back under that tree. Well, then the whole tree really shook. And next thing you know it, out comes a cow. Then another, and then finally here comes Easy, just prancing and hopping through the grass like he had just done the greatest thing in the whole world.
Which he had by the sound of it, and very brave.
It was just amazing to me that this little dog about this big could control about the whereabouts of 1,200-pound cattle.
Yes. So with that information and that interest, you started making inquiries as to
right. I decided,
whether other dogs like this.
Yeah, I decided it wasn't the proper thing to do to be letting my dogs out in the hills on other people's stock. Mm-hmm. And I decided that there must be someplace safe to take this dog in with a trainer that knew what was occurring, and that we could develop that into something productive.
So you